Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavad Pranam. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Mataji, all the devotees, please ask my humble obeisance, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. So we will start now. We start with Mangalacharan. Let me share my screen. Thank you very much for attending. So let's start with Mangalacharan, auspicious invocation. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Gana-anjana-salakaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Ajnana-timirandasya Gana-anjana-salakaya Chakkhurinimile-tanjena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Śrī Caitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Jana Bhutale Soyam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Sri Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Litam Sri Visakham Vitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatrivasya Kurpa Sindhu Vaivacha Patitanam Pavanabhya Vaishnavya Namo Nama Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyabadi Paschata Desha Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So Hare Krishna, thank you very much. As you know that the auspicious, very auspicious, adorable August advent of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is upcoming on March next week, March 3rd. So we should so whole idea of celebrating this Gaura Purnima to remember him, to remember his teaching, remember his pastime, all the things. That is whole idea. The idea of celebrating Gaura Purnima is not about fasting and feasting with Ekadasi, watching the watching the drama, children drama, adult drama, half years children and adult drama. That is not that is kind of popcorn movie, It's not kind of popcorn movie actually. Whole idea of Lord appeared in different incarnations to awakening our Krishna consciousness by remembering, and this kind of special day is celebrated with very much grand and in a grandeur way to remember his instruction, to remember his pastime form, everything. So simply not just drama and just Ekadasi fasting and feasting. So that is whole idea of that. Therefore, it is said that simply by remembering Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the difficult thing become easy, and easy thing, if you do not remember, easy thing become difficult. So how auspicious these festivals are. So therefore we should celebrate with spiritually nourished, understanding his philosophy, understanding his pastime, understanding his teaching. Then our celebration will bring us the ecstasy. Otherwise you will see, okay, let's wait for the evening and break the fast, watch something. This kind of formality is not going to help us, is not real celebration, and neither is going to help us in purifying us or transferring us or advancing us in Krishna consciousness. So therefore whole Chaitanya Charitāmṛta is written. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati say that if everything is lost or in a flood, if everything washed away, all the books, If I have Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitāmṛta, then I am not going to lose. If at all I have to choose one book, either Bhagavatam or Chaitanya Charitāmṛta, he told, I will let go the Bhagavatam. I will swim with Chaitanya Charitāmṛta, putting in my heart. So that is the essence of this important, great importance of Chaitanya Charitāmṛta. It is a postgraduate study of Vaishnavism. Although Srila Prabhupada took the Bhagavatam to America, but during his journey he was reading Chaitanya Charitāmṛta. 2 trunk of or 3 trunk of Bhagavatam he took with him when he went to America with a freighter cargo ship. But he was reading all the way 35 days Chaitanya Charitāmṛta. He is releasing it. Therefore, it is stated that simply hearing submissively will free one's heart from all the faults of ignorance. Thus one will achieve deep love for Krishna. This is the path of peace. So this is so important. By hearing, even though it is a postgraduate study, Prabhupada says, simply by hearing, one can develop the love for the Krishna. Therefore, the author of the Chaitanya Charitāmṛta says that, O devotee, may the transcendental life and characteristic of Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu always be heard, chanted and meditated upon with great happiness. So it has to be Shriyatam Nityam. It's not that Gaura Purnima special, Gaura Purnima time only we will read or we will hear. Sometimes devotees do not even read anything. Direct I will go and celebrate. They have not opened Chaitanya Charitāmṛta. So here it is said that every day, Nityam, Shriyatam Nityam, Gyatam Mudha, Chintayati Chintan Bhakta, Chaitanya Charitāmṛta. So how important these books are in. The Vaishnavas they have done so much great contribution to us by giving these books. By reading, we know more and more, we know a person, more and more we develop the attachment. Wider the understanding, deeper the love, either for Krishna or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we have already taken the last sessions, but we just go through the recapping. Today we will try to finish as much as possible of Ādi-līlā. At least we should know what is there in Chaitanya Charitāmṛta. Without knowing Chaitanya Charitāmṛta, without knowing what is there in the book, what is the characteristic of the Lord, what is the instruction of the Lord, what is the form of the Lord, what is the pastime of the Lord, what is the appearance and activity, Janma Karma Chame Divyam. Jeme Bhakti Tattvato. In truth, not just superficially. If somebody understands the appearance and activities of the Lord in truth, in Tattvato, then only Tattva Deham Punarjanmana iti Mameti So Arjuna. One can get out from the material existence. So let us quickly recap. We are starting an overview of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, just at a glance to know that what is there in Chaitanya Charitāmṛta flow. Also, I have already given, without compromising the philosophy, I have already given all the points. So I will go through the points and all this flow, and will send you this, send you the documents so that it will be easier for you to understand the flow. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has appeared 500 years back. He lived for 48 years. In that 48 years, he divided into 2 parts. First of all, his household life, 24 years. 24 years he took sannyas. So in household life, he was in Navadip, what is called Mayapur now, Navadip. And 24 years, another 24 years, he was in Puri. In between 6 years, he was traveling to South India and North India, Vrindavan. So all this Chaitanya Charitāmṛta is already recorded. The source is that there is a devotee of the Lord or associate of the called Murari Gupta. He has got some diary, Kabacha notes, that is called Kadacha notes. So he was writing all the pastime of the Lord. Also, Swarup Damodar Goswami, who was the secretary of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has got a diary, just like we have personal diary. So they will write everyday events. So he was writing the activities, the everyday events, the pastime of the Lord. So from there, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami received this one, and he was writing the Chaitanya Charitāmṛta. So in this first 24 years, that is called Chaitanya Charitāmṛta is a book. Chaitanya means living force, immortal, Chaitanya. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the supreme living force. We are also living force. Na hanyate hanyamane sarira. Caritāmṛta. Charita means characteristic. Amrita means nectar. So nectarian characteristic of immortal. Sometimes Prabhupada also translation, two type of translation he did. Chaitanya Chaitamrita means nectarian pastime of immortal, because living force cannot die. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is supreme living force. So you can also translate this Chaitanya Chaitamrita means nectarian pastime of, or nectarian characteristic. Charitamrita means more nectarian characteristic of immortal or supreme living force. That is called Chaitanya. So there are three parts in Chaitanya Chaitamrita. One is Ādi-līlā, Madhya-līlā, and Antya-līlā. So Ādi-līlā has got this 24 years account of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu life. So in that Ādi-līlā, there is Mangalacharan invocation, just like we are praying Mama Jnana Timiranda Sanamam Vishnu Padaya. See, Mangalacharan is very, very important. It's auspicious invocation should be done before we start something. So Mangalacharan was done. Then description of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tree, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is like a tree, and he has got, just like a tree has got so many branches, sub branches. So he has got so many branches, sub branches. It's like we are also, the ISKCON is a part of, Hare Krishna movement is a part of Chaitanya tree also. Sub branch of branch of branch of branch of like this. So then Lord Chaitanya birth and pastime before sannyas. This is the Ādi-līlā. Today we are going to Ādi-līlā. We go through the Ādi-līlā. And Madhya-līlā also there. Madhya-līlā is a sannyas. So pastime after sannyas. So after he took the sannyas, he went to Puri. He made a headquarter in Puri. And he did not stay initially. He went to South India tour for 6 years. South India tours and Vrindavan tours, like 6 years he went. And rest of the 12 years, rest of the 18 years, out of 18 years, he is 6 years he traveled, and 12 years he was staying in the Puri. Antya-līlā is covering the 18 years. Madhya-līlā covered the 6 years where he was traveling to South India and Vrindavan. Antya-līlā, out of 18 years, first 6 years he was talking with all the association of devotees, various devotees, dealing with various devotees. But last 12 years, he was completely in a very Radha Bhav, I mean Vipralamba Bhav, very separation. So he was there in Gambhira. There's a place called Gambhira where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was staying. So he was completely 12 years compacted or confined in that, and always feeling separation with from the Krishna. So he was exhibiting all kind of Vipralamba Bhava mood. So this is whole overview of Chaitanya Chaitamrita books. Today is the Ādi-līlā. We will recap Ādi-līlā and try to complete as much as possible. So this is the 17th chapter in Ādi-līlā. In 17th chapter, the first Mangalacharan has been chapter 1. Chapter 2 is Lord Chaitanya identity. Who is Lord Chaitanya? Third chapter is external reason for appearance of Lord Chaitanya. What is the internal or confidential reason? Chapter 5 is Nityananda Tattva, Advaita Tattva, Pancha Tattva. Then author received the order to write the Chaitanya tree, sub-branches of Chaitanya tree, sub-branches of Nityananda, Advaita Gadadhar Pandit, Janma-līlā, appearance, childhood pastime, boyhood pastime, teenage pastime, and youth pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Total first Ādi-līlā comprises of all the things. So we'll start with Ādi-līlā. So in Ādi-līlā, first part is called Mangalacharan, auspicious invocation, which already I have spoken last session, but I will go through that. So in this Mangalacharan auspicious invocation, so the author Krishnadas Kaviraj is offering obeisances to the Chaitanya Tattva, Nityananda Tattva, Advaita Tattva, Pancha Tattva. And that covers the 7th chapter of the, 7th chapter. Each verses is one chapter, each tattva is one chapter. So whole 7th chapter covered by this invocation. So, and the first, and part B is about the Chaitanya tree, branches, sub-branches. And part C is the pastime of the appearance, childhood pastime, education, marriage, and all the things, initiation. So all the pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we'll quickly go through this Chaitanya Tattva. In Chaitanya Tattva, the first Mangalacharan, the first 6 verses, it is offering obeisances. The Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami author offering obeisances to 6 diversity of absolute truth. That means 6 division of the absolute truth. Krishna, just like a king, never comes alone. He comes with entourage, his associate. Similarly, the Supreme Lord has 6 manifestations. What are the 6 manifestations? The 6 manifestation is here is given that spiritual master, devotee of the Lord, Lord incarnation, his plenary portion, his energy, and the Lord himself. So there are 6 manifestations of the Lord. So we should understand 6 manifestations: Guru, Lord's devotee, Lord's incarnation, Lord expansion, Lord energy, Supreme Lord. All are equal. All 6 are equally worshipable. This is the proper worship of Lord Chaitanya. We never worship Lord Chaitanya alone. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta. So these 6 manifestations include Guru, because Guru is non-different from the Supreme Lord. So Guru is Diksha Guru, Siksha Guru. They are manifestation of Krishna, guiding soul back to Godhead. So Guru is like Krishna say, Guru and myself not different. Sakyat Haritena Samasta Shastra. Every day Mangalacharan we do. Sakyat Haritena, as good as God. So therefore, Guru also is a manifestation of the Supreme Lord. We cannot accept or consider Guru as a very ordinary soul. No. So last week, last session, I have already showed many verses that how Krishna appears externally as a spiritual master Acharya, and internally he is as a super soul to guide us back to Godhead. So then Isha Bhaktam. Isha means God. God, Bhakta means devotee. Devotee like Srivas Thakur, pure devotee like Prabhupada. So Isha Bhaktam. They are not different qualitatively. Devotees are very exalted, They are not different. And Isha Avataram. There are so many incarnations of the Lord. They are not different from the Supreme Lord. Even Advaita Acharya is the incarnation of the Lord. Then Tat Prakasham. Tat Prakasham means expansion. Like Nityananda Prabhu. Is a direct. The second expansion of Lord Krishna is called Balaram or Nityananda Prabhu. So they are Prakasha. Prakasha means who manifest, who exhibit Krishna, who preach Krishna. Therefore he is Adi Guru. Nityananda Mahaprabhu called Adi Guru because he preach about Krishna. Anybody who preaches Krishna is a Guru. Tas Shakti, his Shakti, internal energy. Gadadhar, Pandit, Damodar, Jagadananda, so many internal energy. Lakshmi is there, Gopis are there, the Queen of Dwaraka is there. So all these are equally worshipable. So after this offering obeisances, all the 6 manifestations, then he is again offering obeisances to Bande Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Sodhitao. So Nityananda Prabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is offering obeisances. Because Krishna Chaitanya is Swayam Bhagavan Krishna. Bhajendra Nandana Jai Sachi Sutta Hoila Sei. Balarama Hoila Nitai. So Nityananda Prabhu, Balarama, Prakasa Tattva. So they are manifesting like sun and moon. Just like sun and moon comes means ignorance, so darkness will go away. Supposing now it is night, moon comes means we can see, sun comes means we can see. Similarly, there it is, so they are appearing as a sun and moon to dissipate our ignorance, to remove our ignorance. Our ignorance is there, so many ignorance. Not knowing Krishna is ignorance. Not surrendering to Krishna is ignorance. Sinful life is ignorance. Illicit sex, meat eating, intoxication, gambling. So this is ignorance. All to remove our ignorance, the Nityananda Prabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they have appeared. So this is the second, he is offering prayer before he is starting Chaitanya Charitamrita. And third offering he was doing, there are sun and moon remove external darkness, but Gauranitai remove our internal ignorance, that we do not know Krishna, we do not know what is our goal of life. So third verses, he is offering obeisances to Supreme Absolute Truth. Then he is establishing the truth about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? And that is very important. Sometimes people confuse, devotee also confuse initially whether Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is really God. So we should, how you know that? So they were also confused sometimes whether to offer tulasi to him. And so they confused. Therefore, to establish that Supreme Absolute to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, otherwise we will not have attachment for him. We will not get serious of celebrating Gaura Purnima or worshipping Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We should know his identity, his tattva. So you see, author has never started the Chaitanya Chaitamrita with his appearance, when he was born, when he was what is his childhood pastime. No, he started with Siddhanta, he started with philosophy. Who is this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? So he is establishing through the Shastra, because an incarnation only to be proved from the Shastra and Parampara. Otherwise we cannot. So authority is Guru Parampara and Vedic scripture, Upanishad, Vedanta, Bhagavatam, not speculation. That establishes the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So here the Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami established in the great stress that na Chaitanya Krishna Jagata Paratvattam, and no greater truth than Krishna Chaitanya, because Krishna has appeared as Krishna Chaitanya. So therefore Prabhupada says that truth is known through Parampara Shastra. Shastra say Krishna Vanna Tisho Krishna Sangapangaste Prasadam. So many reference from so many Purana about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore, we should understand Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through the Shastra, through the Parampara. Otherwise, we will mislead as a saint. Sometimes in India also, some of the part they do not consider. Even in Orissa also, they do not consider. They think that he is like Tukaram, saint like this, great saint. But he is Supreme Lord. And there are so many verses that first of all, the Krishnadas Kaviraj establishing that Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan. There are so many incarnation is there. But Etachamsa Kala Krishna to Swayam Bhagavan. Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan, and that Swayam Bhagavan is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So in the fourth verses, he is offering prayer. So this is a Rupa Goswami verses actually. He quoted Rupa Goswami verses. Rupa Goswami blessing to every reader that you get the blessing of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Why? Because Anarpita Charim Chirat Karunavatara Kalo, Kali Yuga, very, very abominable as, very, very, quarrel as, hypocrisy. Outside something, inside something. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also come as a duplicitous way. Bahir Gaura, under inside Krishna. Outside he is a devotee, inside he is Krishna himself. So he comes us also to bring us back to Godhead in a very duplicitous way, a very discreet way, confidential way. Otherwise, Lord do not ordinarily appear in any Lila avatar in Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga, he is only Saktabes avatar, like Buddha avatar, like Kalki avatar. But he never comes as a Lila avatar. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a very confidential avatar. So he is a Karuna avatar. Because why? Because he is now coming in Kali Yuga, such an abominable age, and giving us Ujjala Unnata Rupa, Prema, conjugal love, Radha Krishna conjugal love. That love of Godhead, higher rasa, he is giving us by the process of Sankirtan. So no incarnation has given. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Goswami blessing to everyone. Get the blessing of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Nama Mahavadane Krishna Prema Padate. Krishna Prema he is giving. Highest love of Godhead. In such an abominable age, he is giving very freely. Therefore, he is very munificent incarnation. So, and next he was praying, next verses is a external, and this particular verses is a chapter actually. These are the chapter, one chapter actually. So we will go through that chapter. Then again he is offering the external reason for Lord Chaitanya appearance. Yesterday also I quoted one, I sent one article that why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is wonderfully merciful. Because Krishna does not work on mercy, he works on justice. Je jathamam prapanjante ta satevaham bhujami. As you surrender, I reward. Justice. Sarvadharman parityaja mamekam saranam. Condition. You surrender, I will give you the liberation or prema, whatever. But here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu not only giving Krishna, he is giving Krishna prema also, which is the highest. And by the introducing by easy process of Sankirtan, congregational chanting of holy name. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu work on mercy. Audharya bhav. So his work on mercy. Therefore, he is Mahavadana. So therefore, we should take the viewpoint from the parampara like Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Rupa Goswami, and from the Shastra. Not the mental speculation. Somebody say, oh, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a saint. Supreme Personality of Godhead. Bhajendra Nandana Jai Sachi Sutta Hoila Sai. So why he appeared? The two reasons. One in external region or for the public, One is internal or confidential reason. So what is the external reason? Anarpita charim chirat karo. Descend in Kali out of his causeless mercy. Bestow unnato, the highest conjugal love. It's very difficult to understand Krishna. What to speak about understanding his conjugal love? Very difficult. I do not know a person. How can I know his affair, confidential affair with somebody else, right? So similarly, so very difficult. Manusyanam saharsesu. Krishna say Manusyanam saharsesu. Brahma say I do not know. Lord Shiva say I do not know. Mohini Murti was builder. He told I do not know. I am builder. Brahma say Brahma Vimohana Lila. He told he already admitted surrender that I do not know. Let other people say they know you. So very difficult to know Krishna. But here Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not only giving Krishna, he is giving the Krishna prema, the highest conjugal love. There are love is there. There are Dasya Rasa, Sakhya Rasa, there are Vachala Rasa, the Madhurya Rasa, the Gopis and Radharani, the Brajavasi, Prem, that he is giving to us. How merciful, wonderfully. So he is coming as a golden companion, Sachidanand, Sachinandana. He accepted the role of devotee to teach pure bhakti by his own example. So this is his external reason. What is the internal reason? Internal reason is given in this 5th and 6th verses. Internal reason he is giving that Radha Krishna Pranaya Virakta Haladini Sakti. So first of all, you should know that the loving affair of Radha Krishna are transcendental manifestation of Lord internal potency. People do not know that. They are thinking that Radha Krishna is very ordinary, like a boys and girls affair. No, you should understand. The Radha Krishna has got Radharani, the manifestation of his internal potency, manifestation of his pleasure potency. When Lord, just like we want to love, we love somebody, one girl. Similarly, when Lord also that desire is there. Whatever we have, it is there with Lord. Janmadesya jata. Whatever in a very pure way. So when Lord wants to enjoy, he expands himself. He has so much energy. Parasya Shakti Vivideva Srote. We are also energy. The material world is energy. And he is also pleasure potency there. He expands. He manifests internal potency. So Radharani is a manifestation of internal potency. So both are non-different. Just like Prabhupada used to say, very nice example. A rich person, he doesn't need to go to buy something. He has associates. Similarly, when Supreme Personality of Godhead, he wants to enjoy. He cannot enjoy something very cheap materially. Just like a rich person cannot go to a street food and take good pani puri. No. He will order pani puri will come. Whole shop will come. Similarly, Krishna, when he wants to enjoy, is a great person, Supreme Lord. He cannot enjoy material things. He enjoys something which is more excellent than him. So he himself expands through his pleasure potency and as a manifest Radharani. So the Radharani is Haladini Shakti. It is not a material lust, So Radha Krishna, they are one actually. They are not non-different. So his confidential reason is that to taste the Radharani love. He was thinking always that what is this Radharani's love for me? That he was so ecstatic, so that I am Madana Mohana, I am also captivated. Madana Mohana Mohini. Radharani called Madana Mohana Mohini. What is that Radharani love? I want to taste. Because supposing somebody is loving you, you cannot taste how much unless you are in his shoes. He wants to taste that. Therefore, he has come appear as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And second reason, to understand his own sweetness. He was thinking that what is there in me that Radharani is so captivated, so attracted. Because I cannot know my thing unless I will see on the other side that what is my quality. No, we cannot know our quality. Somebody else know our quality. If you know our quality, it is boasting only. It's not lying and boasting. So therefore, to understand the sweetness from her perspective, that is the second reason. And experience the bliss he feels. He wants to know that what kind of bliss he is feeling for me, being attracted to me. So Krishna desired to assume her mood and his complexion, and he appeared. And this Radha Krishna, when united in one form, that is called Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a combined form of Radha and Krishna. His Krishna himself, but in the complexion and mood of Radharani. So therefore, for the three reasons, that is confidential reason, he appeared. Actually, later on, if you see that, there are a little bit of extension of this purport is there, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when Krishna, when disappeared, I mean, disappeared means when he disappeared from Dwapara Yuga, I mean, he finished his Lila, then he thought that I gave my prema to only Brajavasi, but I did not give to others. So he has a desire to give to everybody. Therefore, he appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to distribute this highest love, conjugal love, also to taste himself. So this is the internal, this is the confidential reason or internal reason. So now, Lord Krishna appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to release Srimati Radharani love for him. He desired to understand his own sweetness as he experienced it. He came to taste the bliss he feels in loving him. Accepting her mood and golden compulsion, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared as a confidential reason. So then now we should, this is the whole Chaitanya Tattva, first 6 verses of Ādi-līlā finished. And this 6 is a chapter. These 6 constitute of the 4th chapter actually. So we will go through the details, second, third. So but we should understand this Ādi-līlā first. Ādi-līlā chapter 1. So next Mangalacharan, he was speaking about the Nityananda Tattva. Who is this Nityananda? Sankar Sannakaranato Yasai Garbhodasai Cha Payabdisai Seshasajasam Sakalacha Nityam Nandakhyarama Saranam Namastu. So, may Nityananda Rama be object of my constant remembrance. Sankarsan, Sesnag, the Vishnu who lies in Karan ocean, Garbha ocean of milk, his plenary portion of his plenary portion. First of all, we should know the Nityananda Tattva. We should always say Balaram, Nityananda. Who is this Nityananda? Nityananda Prabhu is Lord Balaram, the first expansion of Krishna. Balaram is the original expansion of Lord Pastime. Nityananda is original Sankarsan. From Balaram come the Sankarsan, Pradumna, Aniruddha. So Balaram expand. Again the Balaram expand with 4 quadruple. It is there here properly. Expansion of Nityananda is Balaram Nityananda is Mahasankarsan in Vaikuntha. So first Krishna, then Balaram, from Balaram, Sankarsan, Pradumna, Aniruddha, Vasudeva. From that 4 quadruple expansion, from this Sankarsan, Adi Sankarsan, again comes the Mahasankarsan. That is in Mahasankarsan, second quadruple. Then Mahasankarsan to Pradumna, Aniruddha, and others. From Mahasankarsan again Purusha Avatar, Mahavishnu, Garbhodakasai Vishnu, Kshirodakasai Vishnu. So he has got this kind of expansion. Nityananda, Balaram to Mahasankarsan, then Mahavishnu, Garbhodakasai Vishnu, Kshirodakasai Vishnu, and he expanded as a Seshanag. Seshanag, which is served as a lord, as a couch, umbrella, throne, garment, residence. So there are 5 ways this serve the Lord. So he is a servitor godship. He is a first expansion of the Lord. Sankarsan, Mahasankarsan. He is the Mahavishnu actually. Mahavishnu is the expansion of Nityananda Mahaprabhu. Mahavishnu is lying down, and by breathing process, so many millions of universe coming. Jasya Nishwasita Kalam Atavalam. Then, as a Garbhodakasai Vishnu, each inverse he enters. Then, as a Kshirodakasai Vishnu, he expand again everybody heart as a super soul. Also, there is a Shetodip in material world, Kshir Sagar, where the Kshirodakasai Vishnu stays. Whenever there is a problem, every demigods go to pray at the shore of milk ocean. My Lord, please come as incarnation. Just like Bhumi Devi, he was very burdened. Then he approached to the Lord Brahma. So Lord Brahma took all the demigods, Lord Shiva also. They pray to Kshirodakasai Vishnu, please incarnate. Then he told, I will come as a Krishna. So this is Nityananda Tattva. Then the author is explaining what is called Advaita Acharya Tattva. Who is this Advaita Acharya? Advaita Acharya said that, very nice. Advaitam Harina Advaitam. So Advaita Acharya has 2 roles. First of all, Lord Advaita Acharya is the incarnation of Mahavishnu, and who creates material universe by glancing over Maya. He is called Advaita because it is non-different from Hari, the Supreme Lord. And he is also called Acharya because he teaches and propagates devotional service, bhakti. Acharya, like Prabhupada called Acharya. So Acharya means those who teaches and propagate devotional service. So he has 2 roles, as the incarnation of Mahavishnu, as also as Acharya. He is both the Lord and a devotee of the Lord, simultaneously divine. Therefore, devotee takes shelter of him as the cause of Lord Chaitanya descent and the propagator of bhakti. So he has 2 roles. These are important things because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not alone. He comes with his associate. Sangha Pangastra, Sangha Upanga, associate of associate. So he never come alone. You never see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu alone. He is always with associate. So without associate, we should not worship Lord Chaitanya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always with associate. See, now the author is explaining about the Panchatattva. What is the 5 Panchatattva? Panchatattva Atmakam Krishna Bhakta Rupam Sarupam Bhakta Avataram Bhakta Kyam Namami Bhakta Saktikam. So there are 5 truths. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, who came as a Bhakta Rupa, the Lord as a devotee, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then Bhakta Swarupa. Bhakta Swarupa means Nityananda Mahaprabhu. Expansion of devotee, Bhakta Swarupa. Then Bhakta Avatara. Who is Bhakta Avatara? Incarnation Advaita Acharya is the incarnation of the Lord, Mahavishnu. Bhakta Shakti, devotional energy, internal potency. Not the Lord has so many potency, like we are also marginal potency. There are material world called external potency, Bahiranga, Antaranga, this Antaranga Shakti. Bhakta Shakti means devotional energy, internal potency, Gadadhar Pandit, And Bhaktakhya. Bhaktakhya means pure devotee, Srivas Thakur, and all devotees. Srivasa Adi. Adi means all devotees, headed by Srivas Thakur. So, so all the Panchatattva has come. This is the 5 feature of the Lord. So what they are doing? Why they have come? To deliver the conditioned soul by the process of Yuga Dharma Nama Sankirtan. So they are unconditionally distributing to all class of people, irrespective of caste, qualifications, all the people, the love of Godhead, so that everybody will go back to Godhead. Although spiritually they are not different, but everybody has got different release, different transcendental variety to release the mellows. So together they execute Sankirtan movement. And establish Nama Sankirtan. So after this 14, this is called 14th chapter, this one called Lord Krishna appears in 5 transcendental features: Bhakta Rupa, Bhakta Swarupa, Bhakta Avatar, Bhakta Shakti, Bhakta Kya. So after 14 verses, he is offering Mangalacharan, prayer. Then he is coming to this 14th chapter, covers the 7th chapter. These 14 verses of Ādi-līlā chapter 1 cover the 7th chapter of entire Ādi-līlā. But that means it has expanded, Is expanded. It just verses, simply is speaking these verses, then later on it has expanded in as a chapter. So after that, he was offering prayer to the 3 presiding deity of Vrindavan. We went to Vrindavan, we went to Radha Madan Mohan temple. So Jayatam Surata Pangur Mangda Mater Gati Mat Sarvasya Padam Vajosi Radha Madan. Glories to all merciful Radha Madan Mohan. I am lame, ill advised, yet they are my director. They lotus feet are everything to me. The first thing we should pray to Radha Madan Mohan. Why? Particularly in a neophyte stage, this Radha Madan Mohan ji always should be prayed. Why? Because what is the meaning of Madan Mohan? Madan Mohan means who can, Madan means Cupid, who can attract even the Cupid. Krishna is so attractive, he can attract even Cupid. So therefore it is called, he can charm the Cupid. Cupid means God of love, So therefore, the first thing we should pray to Radha Madan Mohan. Why? Because we are attracted by so many material sense gratification. Shahrukh Khan, this Khan, that Khan, Virat Kohli, so many icons. Somebody, Donald Trump, somebody. So therefore, this Radha Madan Mohan is so attractive. Even he can attract the God of love, Cupid. So he can attract our attention or divert our attention from material to spiritual. So therefore, when we are in a beginner stage, neophyte stage, we should establish the relationship. We should first of all pray to Radha Madan Mohan. This is to establishing our relationship. First we'll attracted and establish the relationship with the Lord. So then Radha Govindji. So Radha Govindji is praying that in a temple jewel in Vrindavan, underneath a desired tree, Radha Govind sought by their most confidential associates, sit upon an effulgent throne. I offer my humble obeisance. Very nice word. Divyad Vrinda Aranya Kalpa Dharmadha Srimad Ratnagara Singhasanastho. So here it is said that Radha Govindji. So Radha Govindji, why is praying the Radha Govindji? So Rupa Goswami installed. Radha Madan Mohan installed by Sanatana Goswami. Rupa Goswami installed to Radha Govindji in Vrindavan. Later the original deity moved to Jaipur. So what is the Govindji means? He gives pleasure to saints and cows and Brahmanas also. He is a reservoir of pleasure. We want pleasure, but we do not know where to derive pleasure. So Govindji is like a Sikkha Guru for us. Madan Mohan is our initiating Guru. His Sikkha Guru is Govindji, instructing spiritual matter, represented by Sri Govinda Vigraha. Then finally Gopinath. Gopinath is Madhu Pandit deity. Gopinath is who originated transcendental mellow of rasa dance, stands on this shore in Bansi Bhat and attracts the attention of the cowherd themselves with sound of his celebrated flute. May they all confer upon us their benediction. He is praying to see this Gopinathji, because Gopinath is the Lord of Gopis, Gopinath. So pure love of attainment. This is called, first of all, is Sambandha. To first of all, we should establish a relationship. After establishing relationship, we engage in bhakti. Finally, final stage of bhakti is love of God. So ultimate attraction is Gopinath for spiritual realization. Therefore, he is praying 3 presiding deity of Vrindavan before he is starting Chaitanya Caritāmṛta, main things. So after he is praying everything, also there are other principal deity also there. Radha Damodarji Jiva Goswami, Radha Sam Sundarji, Samanand Prabhu, and Radha Gokulananda, Lokanath Goswami, Radha Ramanji, Gopal Bhatt Goswami. There are 6 temples are there, 6 Goswami temples. So we should go every time in Vrindavan to invoke the mercy. So then he is explaining this entire Ādi-līlā now. Now he's starting Chaitanya Caritāmṛta after offering obeisances to the gurus, Nityananda Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Panchatattva, Advaita Acharya, Panchatattva, and 3 presiding deity. Now he's actually starting the Chaitanya Caritāmṛta. Now in Ādi-līlā, he's only explaining that first 2 verses where he's offering obeisances to the 6 diversity: Guru, Bhakta, Avatar, Prakasa, Sakti. So he's offering this Guru. Again, he's explaining that Diksha Guru, Shiksha Guru, how the devotees are very important. There are 2 types of devotees. So he's explaining all the things more details in Ādi-līlā. So he's explaining that there are Diksha Guru, Shiksha Guru are there. Both are actually equal, manifestation of Krishna. Devotee is also important. So in this way, he's explaining. And Prabhupada has written in a very nice purport that Jiva Goswami given. Without Guru, our spiritual life is like a ship without rudder. So he is not going to be useful. We must have it is imperative to accept a spiritual master. So therefore, spiritual master is a very, very important. So he said that one may have many Siksha Gurus, but only one Diksha Guru. You cannot have multiple Diksha Guru. One Diksha Guru, but many Siksha Guru. You can learn from many devotees. 6 principles of absolute truth. So again, he's explaining the same thing actually more elaborately, that the Acharya should be understood as my very self. Krishna gives intelligence through his representative. So we cannot approach Krishna directly. It has to through Acharya, through Guru Parampara. He appears externally as the spiritual master. Parampara is very much essential because everything is revealed through Parampara. Krishna also spoke that Chaturshloki Bhagavatam, he told Brahma, so you cannot understand alone. You have to go through the Parampara. You have to learn from me. And with saintly association, the realization awakening, the love is awakening in the heart. Therefore, the Gurus is very important. That is first principle. Then he is explaining about avatar also. What is avatar? Avatar means partial incarnations. There are qualitative incarnations. There are Saktyavesa avatar, Guna avatar. Like Matsya avatar is called partial incarnation. Guna avatar, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Saktyavesa avatar like Kumara, Purtu, Vyasa, Buddha also. So many like this. Then there are expansion. Expansion means like Balaram is expansion. There are 2 kinds of expansion. One is called, what is that called? Prakasa and Vilasa. What is that Prakasa? Prakasa means when Lord expand in Rasa-līlā, exact same form. Everybody thinking Krishna is dancing with me. That is called Prakasa, identical manifestation. 16,000 queen, also same Krishna expanded. Vilasa Vigraha means different features, different mood, different function, like Balaram. Baladeva Tattva, Narayana, Chaturbhiha. These are different. I mean, same, but Vilasa Vigraha means different mood, different features. His own expansion. So Krishna is Bhagavan, and there is Ansa avatar, Guna avatar, Saktyavesa avatar. Then Sakti Tattva. Then the Krishnadas Kaviraj explained that Lakshmi in Vaikuntha, Queen in Dwaraka, Gopis in Vrindavan, all are called internal energy, Sarupa Shakti. Gadadhar Pandit is the expansion of this Shakti. Therefore, we are praying Gadadhar, Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, the Advaita Gadadhar, because he is also expansion of these 3 categories, Sarupa Shakti, internal potency. Lakshmi in Vaikuntha, Queen in Dwaraka, Gopis in Vrindavan. Gopis are Madhurya Rasa. A little bit of difference. Lakshmi in Vaikuntha saw the Lord as a Narayan with respect, reverence. Lakshmi Saharsa Satasambhrama. But in Queen of Dwaraka, they are not so much reverence because they are wife. Na? But reverence mixed with intimacy also there. Reverence there is just like a wife. Wife respect a husband. Also there is some kind of intimacy also there. But Gopis and Vrindavan, they do not have any respect. They do not know that Krishna is God. He is a coward boy, they are my lover. That's all. So their love is very highest. No condition, no restriction, free flow. Therefore, they are Madhurya Rasa, very highest rasa. Parakiya Rasa actually. So after explaining, he is also explaining the second verse, that how Krishna Balaram appear as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Nityananda Prabhu in Gauda Desa. Gauda Desa means Bengal, Gaudiya. They say the devotee of Gauda Desa called Gaudiya, because there is a Gauda Desa. Why? There is a king, his name is Gaudapuri or something. According to his king name, because he was ruling, he's become Gauda Desa. Udiya Desa. Udiya, we say the Udiya people. Udiya devotees from Odisha called Udiya. So I did not include that slide. I had a slide. So their appearance surcharge the world with happiness, revive spiritual fortune of humanity. So they appear as a sun and moon, remove the external, remove our internal ignorance. And they appear simultaneously. You have never seen sun and moon appear simultaneously. This is the exception. This is a wonder that they appear simultaneously to illuminate the deepest heart. This is universal compassion. Compassion for everyone, they simultaneously appear. So in this way, Sisi Adi, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami giving a introduction to actually Ādi-līlā, chapter 1. In chapter 2, he is explaining the verses he quoted, chapter 1, text 3, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He wants to establish with Siddhanta. Otherwise, people are challenging. Now also they are challenging. How you know, what is the scriptural things? So now he is explaining through the scriptures that how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Supreme Lord, Swayam Bhagavan. So how he is explaining very nicely. He is explaining that Supreme Lord has three features. One is Brahman, Brahma Jyoti, you can see, and Brahma Jyoti, Jasya Prabhava Prabhavata Jagadanda Koti, Brahma Jyoti, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. Bhagavan is the highest realization. So there are three features there. And Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan. Sometimes they say that Narayana is source, but Krishna is the incarnation, avatar, not avatari. So Krishna, but here Brahma, he quoted that Brahma is explaining and establishing that Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan. He is the source of Narayana, source of all incarnation, source of all existence. When Brahma took his cows and again he came back, he saw that all the cows are there, cowherd boys are there, cowherd boys, cows, everything was there. So he was very much bewildered. Then he understood that Krishna is the Swayam Bhagavan. Therefore, he was praying 14th chapter, whole 14th chapter of, 14 canto of Bhagavatam, 10, 14, canto 10, 14 chapter of Bhagavatam. He was praying that Krishna Swayam Bhagavan, you are the source of Narayana. Not that Narayana has come. Actually, you see Krishna, Balaram. After Balaram, there is Chaturvya, Sankarsan, Pradyumna, Vasudev. After that, Narayana. After Narayana, again second Mahasankarsan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. From Mahasankarsan, Vishnu, Mahavishnu, or Karandaka Sai Vishnu, Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, Khirodaka Sai Vishnu. So Narayana is the expansion of expansion. Therefore, it is said that Etatamsa Kalapun so Krishna tu Bhagavan Swayam. Indrari Vakulam Lokum Uddante. Juge Juge. Krishna tu Bhagavan Swayam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, appearing as a devotee mood to distribute the divine love. So therefore, he is establishing in this chapter, second chapter, this Chaitanya, from the scriptures, from the parampara, from the scripture. You cannot speculate. Incarnation has to be established through this parampara, through the scriptures, not by speculation. Therefore, those who parampara system, why is very important? Because acharyas, parampara means acharya system. So acharyas are free from any kind of defect. Ordinary people has got a fourth defect. They make mistake, they are illusion, they have a cheating propensity, they have an imperfect sense. But Shastric conclusion is perfect. And acharyas also are perfect. Their word has do not have this four kind of defect. Therefore, he is establishing that by Shastra, by Parampara, by acharyas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of God. And he's also explaining about the three energy of the Lord. One is internal energy, where his whole spiritual world is existing on this basis, internal energy. And external energy, all the material world, 25%, 1/4 of creation. 75% creation is internal potency. Jivas, we are called marginal. We are called marginal, like Lord Shiva is called marginal. He is not Vishnu Tattva, he is not Jiva Tattva, he is in between. Similarly, we are like this. We are neither, although we are spiritual things, because we have a tendency to be under material energy. Therefore, we have called marginal energy. Tatastha. Tattva means seashore. Seashore, sometimes water, sometimes dry. We are sometimes on spiritual world or spiritual energy, sometimes we have material energy. We have a tendency. No. So therefore, we are called also Jiva Shakti, marginal energy. Ishwara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Ādi-līlā Govindaya Sarvara. He is cause of all causes. Brahma has established that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. So therefore, we should not neglect philosophical conclusion. If anybody challenge you, we should immediately read this chapter 2. Show them at least. The chapter 2 of Chaitanya Caritāmṛta establishing the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Supreme Personality of Godhead. Through the Parampara system, through the verses, from the Brahma spoke, from the verses, and so many verses, Etachamsa Kalapusha, Krishna Vannam Tisho Krishna, Sangapangostu Prasadam, Jaggahi Sankirtana Prai, Jajanti Sumedasa. So many verses to establish the divinity of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So after this Ādi-līlā chapter 3 coming, after he is establishing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through the Shastra and Parampara, now the chapter 3 is about the external region. Already I told you what are the external region for appearance. So he is now elaborating that point. Anarpita charim chirat karunavartina kalo samarpaitam unnatojjala rasa svabhakti sriyam hari purata sundara kadam vasandipta sada hudaya kandare swatu vasachinandana. So he is blessing, giving blessing to everyone. Let the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu be always in the inner core of everybody's heart. So why he is giving that? Because in this particular chapter, he is giving that external purpose of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu descent as a devotee to give Nam Sankirtan, to teach the Bhakti by his own example. So why Krishna come as a devotee? As I told you, that after finishing Krishna Lila, the Lord reflects that world has not received unalloyed Braja type love, because only Brajavasi they know. But unalloyed Braja type love, nobody. Only regulative principle. Sadhana Bhakti, mixed with awe and reverence. Oh, God is great, God is great, God is great. But nobody has got that unalloyed love like Brajavasi. How they are serving the Lord as a Dasya Rasa, as a, what are the Vachala Rasa, as a Sakhya Rasa, as a conjugal Madhurya Rasa. So that he want to distribute the higher Prema mission, Prema Pamartha Mohan. His mission is Vishto Unnatojjala Rasa and Nama Sankirtan. And that Unnatojjala Rasa through the Nama Sankirtan. We cannot get some other process. By the process of Nama Sankirtan, we can get this higher Rasa. That is called Madhurya, conjugal love. So Kali Yuga, the chief religion is Nama Sankirtan, congregational chanting. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has his external region of appearance is that he inaugurates it as a universal sacrifice and flood of mercy. He inaugurates the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because simply spiritual regulative principle, if you follow, Krishna can give you liberation, can give you back to Vaikuntha also. You can go to Vaikuntha, you can get this 4 kind of liberation, not Saujya Bhakti, not merging. 4 kind of Srishti, Sarupya, Samipya, Salokya. So the 4 kind of mukti you can get, you can go to Vaikuntha. But he will not give you this Bhava, where you can go back to Goloka Vrindavan. That is called spontaneous love, Raga Bhakti. So actually he has come to give this Raga Bhakti. 4 rasas and different type of Raga Bhakti. Krishna, intimate reciprocation with devotees, Dasya, Sakhya, Vachala, Madhurya. And Chaitanya mission includes making the world taste the devotional melody through chanting. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's whole idea of coming to give this kind of mellow to everyone. Let the whole world taste this devotional mellow rasa through chanting. Through chanting, because there is no other process. Kali Yuga means chanting. So therefore, his teaching principle is that one must practice bhakti to teach bhakti. Therefore, he personally demonstrated the devotion. He told, if I smoke, I cannot ask somebody to stop smoking. So therefore, I have to become a devotee. So he comes as a devotee role. And there is a scriptural identity, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also. He says that Krishna Vanna Tiso Krishna, that is stated in Bhagavatam, that he appears in Kali Yuga as a yellow and golden complexion to spread the name. So he has not come alone. He has come with his weapon. What is that weapon? Not Sudarshan Chakra Gada. He comes with his not physical weapon, but his weapons are Nityananda, Anga Pupanga, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Gadadhar Pandit, all they associate. Though Lord is concealed his Godhead, like he concealed that I am a devotee, but the pure devotee immediately recognized by his symptoms that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Supreme Lord. Just like Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. He was so much arguing with Lord, 7 days. Then Lord showed him this, his real identity, that I am that Krishna and Ram. So then he understood. Ramananda Rai, after some discussion, he understood, my Lord, you are that Supreme Lord. Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, they recognize the Lord as Supreme. So also there is another reason which is triggered to Lord to come, Advaita Acharya cry. So Advaita Acharya sees that world is devoid of Krishna Bhakti, so he was worshipping Krishna with Tulasi Gangaja loudly. So therefore, to please his devotee, Krishna also descended Chaitanya. That is one of the reasons. So bottom line is that the external mission of Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu is to inaugurate Nam Sankirtan, teach pure bhakti by example, deliver the fallen soul. Because in Kali Yuga there is a elephantine vice, not like a simple vice, elephantine, but so big. Our vice means papa. Our papa vice is so big, elephantine. So without Chaitanya Mahaprabhu must say, it cannot be washed away. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu simply nullifying is, indemnifying. Papi tapi jata thila hariname uddhalira, tara saki jagai madai. So this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now after this external reason, now we are talking about the confidential reason. This is the chapter 4. So chapter 4 confidential reason, he is elaborating it, that purpose of Krishna, purpose is Krishna own 3 personal desire to fulfill as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When Krishna came as a Dwapara Yuga, he did not fulfill his 3 desires. Sometimes we say, I have got 2 desires, I have not fulfilled. I have got 2 ambition, 2 desire, I did not fulfill yet. So similarly, Krishna also thought, oh, I have 3 desires. What are the 3 desires? So actually, it will very interesting. So he actually do not come from demon, killing the demon. That is not his the secondary reason. Real reason is given here. So his Krishna desire to taste the sweetest prema rasa. I want to taste that prema rasa. Externally he is coming for the Sankirtan, but internally he has a God. He want to taste the prema rasa and distribute that prema rasa to others. So what are the 3 desires? The 3 desires has been given here. That to understand the glories of Radha's love, Sri Radha Pranam Mahima, to taste his own sweetness as Radha tasted, and to experience the happiness Radha feels by realizing his sweetness. These 3 desires he could not fulfill when he was in incarnation Krishna, when he appeared as a Krishna. So to fulfill that 3 desires, he appeared as a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is a confidential one, not the external, confidential. Externally he was Sankirtan and giving prema rasa. So therefore Radha Krishna unite, become Śrī Caitanya with Radha mood and golden complexion. His complexion is Krishna Vanna Tiso Krishna, not like Krishna. Golden complexion, Radharani complexion. And mood also Radharani. Mood also Radharani. Therefore it is stated that Radha Bhava Duti Subulitam Naomi Krishna Sarupam. Radha Krishna Pranaya Virakti Haladini Sakti Asmat. So this is his confidential reason which covers the 4th chapter. Then we will go to 5th chapter is about the glories of Lord Nityananda Balaram. So in Nityananda Balaram already we have covered it, but still I go through is simple thing that Nityananda Mahaprabhu is Balaram Tattva. Balaram is Adi Guru because he is manifesting Krishna. Nayam Atma Balena Hina. Without Atma Bala spiritual strength, we cannot approach Krishna. We need strength, just like we need strength to eat, strength to walk. That is called material strength, physical strength. But spiritual strength to execute chanting Hare Krishna, hearing. So that is Guru will give. So Nityananda is Adi Guru who is manifesting everyone, the Krishna. So although they are one, but he's the second body, is the second expansion. Ādi-līlā, he appears as Krishna, appears as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Balaram appears as Nityananda. As I already told you, Nityananda is Balaram, original Sankarsan, from Sankarsan, Mahasankarsan, from him Mahavishnu. Actually, one more thing, from Mahasankarsan, there is others also there, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, etc. From then Narayana, from Narayana, Mahavishnu, Karanadakasana Mahavishnu or Karanadakasana Vishnu, Garbhodakasana Vishnu, Kshirodakasana Vishnu, Sesananta. So in this way, he has got so many expansion same. So this is Nityananda Balaram. And the creation, how the creation happens, a little bit of given by Chaitanya Krishnadas Kaviraj. He told creation begins when Mahavishnu glance, because Maya or this matter cannot do anything. Supposing my phone, it cannot fly. I have to make it like this. Similarly, Maya, Pradhana is enough. They cannot do anything without touch. So therefore, creation begin Mahavishnu glance and impregnate the material nature with jivas and manifesting universe. Just like a father impregnate the mother, mother with child. Similarly, Lord impregnated simply by glancing. Lord is powerful, he doesn't need to intercourse, just glancing. And the jivas with jivas and manifesting universes. So many universes manifest also with jivas. Universes form of Mahavishnu breathing, countless universe emanates. So many, by breathing only, so many millions of trillions coming out. When he's exhaling, so many coming out. Inhaling, so many is going down. And this time period of his inhale and exhale is 311 trillion 40 billion years. That is the age of Brahma. Age of Brahma. Brahma dies. Then again he exhale. So many universe come, so many Brahma come out. Then inhale, so many Brahma dies. You know how powerful Lord is. Then he enters the Garbhodakasaya Vishnu. Each universe fill half with water, lies on the Sesa. Here Sesa comes. Nityananda Mahaprabhu is also in Sesa incarnation. Manifest lotus of Brahma. Manifest the lotus of Brahma. Within the lotus stem, there are all planetary systems. Then again, Kshirodakasaya Vishnu, as a super soul, he maintained everything and residing in the milk ocean. Sesa Ananta. Ananta is a devotee incarnation. Balaram is called devotee incarnation called Ananta or Sesa. He has got a countless form of services. Bed, sometimes umbrella, sometimes throne, ornament, always glorifying Krishna. With thousands of foods, he is always glorifying Krishna. So these are the thing of Balaram Tattva. So here this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, the author, is warning. If you faith in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu but neglect Nityananda Prabhu, you are condemned. You are accepting half hand. Both must be honored as inseparable. And he is giving a testimony that one person called Meenaketana Ramdas, devotee of Nityananda, is dishonored. Kaviraj rebuked his brother. Nityananda appears in a dream, places his feet on Kaviraj's head, orders go to Vrindavan. So Nityananda mercy only, he is telling, he told me to go to Vrindavan. By Nityananda mercy, he reaches Vrindavan, attends shelter of Rupa Sanatan, Raghunath, Swarup Damodar Goswami, ultimately Radha Govind. So therefore, we should not neglect Nityananda Mahaprabhu. Only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Supreme Lord Nityananda. No. Balaram is as Guru Tattva, is very important also. So in this way, fifth chapter is now Advaita Acharya. We already discussed about Advaita Acharya has two roles. He is a Mahavishnu incarnation, non-different from Hari. Therefore, his name called Advaita means non-different. Advaita Bhada, non-different. So because of his one with Lord, non-duality. Acharya means he teaches, propagate bhakti. So when Mahavishnu perform universal creation by breathing process, Advaita is direct incarnation, assisting in creation and maintenance. So then we can go to the seventh chapter. Yes, we can go to the next chapter called seventh chapter, fifth chapter. It is called Panchatattva, the five feature of the Lord. So five feature of the Lord is given as well. Already, I already explained that they are five features. They have come to spread the Sankirtan and Prema. So one absolute truth, but five realizable features, different features are there. First of all, Bhakta Rupa, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a devotee. Bhakta Swarupa, expansion of a devotee, Nityananda Prabhu. Bhaktar, Advaita Acharya, Bhakta, pure devotee, Srivas Thakur, and devotees, Bhakta Shakti, devotional energy. So Krishna is a reservoir pressure, but he, along with all these people, they have come to release the taste of prema, also distribute others, also spread the Sankirtan movement. So this is the chapter. Whole idea is that this next chapter is called author. After this, it covered the all 7 chapters. The Mangalacharana 14 verses cover the 7 chapter. Now the 8th chapter, Lord say the Krishnadas Kaviraj, after explaining the detail of Mangalacharana verses Adi 1 to 4, 1 to 14, in the first 7th chapter, now Kaviraj Goswami explained how he got inspiration to write Chaitanya Charitāmṛta. So he is telling how he got the inspiration. He told that he is a fool. So much humility. We should learn. We should learn from Krishnadas Goswami how humble. He told he is a fool, yet by Mahaprabhu desire he writes like a dancing dog. He offers obeisance to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Advaita, Gadadhar, Srivasa, all the devotees, remembering a Panchatattva lotus feet. And he told that even a dumb become a poet, lame cross the mountain, blind see the stars by their mercy. So he was very skeptical about the learning, but he was, because of the mercy of all the things, all Panchatattva, he started writing it. And he told if somebody is not accepting the Krishna as supreme, demoniac. Similarly, if somebody not accepting the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Krishna, is also demoniac. Mahaprabhu accepts sannyasi out of his mercy so that people will offer respect and be safe. Even one bows to him thinking he is an ordinary sannyasi, distress, diminish, liberation comes. How much Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Simply thinking, okay, ordinary. Author appeal that worship Chaitanya Nityananda, do not hide behind dry argument. If you logic applied Mahaprabhu mercy, it is astonishing. So he is now giving everybody that how Chaitanya mercy is wonderful. Chaitanya ra daya karilo vichara karile pave chita chamatkara. Strikingly astounding, astonishing, if you really understand or consider with logic that how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so merciful. He is giving the highest gift, highest precious treasure. Golokara Prema Dhamma Harinam. He is distributing the Harinam. He is distributing the Unnata Ujjala Rasa, Madhurya Rasa, without even seeing any qualification, without any discrimination of qualification. Simply mercy. So he is telling that how he has got the mercy, how his Vrindavan Vaishnava order Krishnadas to write. So he is now disclosing it in this chapter. By the mercy of they order Krishnadas to write, he obeys, and though calling himself unqualified. Although he is unqualified, all the Vaishnava, they have insisted him to write. and he seeking the Madan Mohan sanction, receiving the garland order. There's a garland fell down actually. Through order by Vaishnava, Krishna seeks permission from Madan Mohan. While praying, the garland slips from the Lord's neck, accepted as a clear divine sanction. Vaishnava chant Hari Bol, priest places the garland on Krishna's neck. He begins writing immediately. He insists that Sisi is not, Chaitanya Charitāmṛta is not his writing. It is Madan Mohan detection. He is like a parrot, like a wooden doll made to dance. So this is the how he is receiving the garland from the Madan Mohanji. Then by his order and by Vaishnava order, he is writing his Chaitanya Charitāmṛta. Although he himself, out of humility, thinking that he is not qualified. So in 9th chapter, there is a tree of devotional service is given. Tree of means branches. So they are very nice things. So the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is like a tree. And just like a tree has got so many branches, so many trunks, so many sub-branches, so many fruits. Similarly, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has got so many branches. It's a desired tree of devotional service. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is writing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is presented as a gardener of the desired tree of bhakti. He takes full charge of taste, full charge, taste the fruit and distribute it. The seed is sown by Navadip. Tree is carried to Purushottam Kshetra Jagannath Puri, then to Vrindavan. So the seed first fructified by Madhavendra Puri, then in Ishwarapuri. Mahaprabhu is simultaneously the tree, trunk and gardener, because Ishwarapuri is his own spiritual master. So there are 9 sannyasi, Paramananda Puri. They are called the spreading root, stabilizing the tree. And there are so many branches coming out, So many branches are coming, unlimited branches worldwide. 2 chief trunks is Advaita and Nityananda. What is the nature of the fruit? Priceless prema, freely given. That is the nature of the tree, Fruit is coming is a priceless prema. Mahaprabhu is a universal order that everybody will become. Jare dekha tare kaha Krishna upadesh. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mission. Therefore, he is expanding his branches, tree, everything. Everyone become distributor. You distribute the fruits. So then there is so many branches, sub branches is there. So we can see here the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tree has got many branches. Bengal, there are so many devotees. Srivas and his family, primary branch, Srivas Thakur. We went to Srivas Angan if you go to Mayapur. Srivas Pandit, Sriram Pandit, 2 major branches, Sripati, Srinidhi, and so many people are there. Then if you see, go to the other branches like in other prominent branches in Bengal devotee, Chandrasekhar Acharya, Pundarika Vyadhaniti, Gadadhar Pandit, Bakreshwar Pandit, Jagadanand Pandit, Raghav Pandit, so many people, Damodar Pandit, Mukunda, Vasudev Datta, Murari Gupta, Haridas Thakur, Sivanand Sena, all these are called Jagai Madai even also. They are called the branches of Bengal. Then there are the western branches is there, which is Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami, like, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, chief branches in the west, expanded bhakti across the India, Sindhu, Himalaya, everywhere. So they are excavated the deities in Vrindavan, reformed society with devotional culture. So there are so many sub branches like Anupam, Jiva Goswami, Sarup Damodar Goswami. All these people are called western branches. And devotee of Jagannath Puri, they are called the core associate. They are also the branches of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tree. Paramananda Puri, Swarup Damodar, Gadadhar, Jagadananda, Brakeshwar, Haridas, they all from Bengal, they came and stayed here. But some of them did not. Swarup Damodar, Paramananda Puri, they were there. Originally, they were in Puri. Sarvabhaumya Bhattacharya, Ramanand Rai, King Pataparudra, Bhavanananda Rai, Govinda, Kasishwar, Ramai, Nadai, there are so many Puri devotees, And there are also other devotees, like we went to this time Varanasi. Varanasi, there are Chandrasekhar Vaidya, Tapan Mishra, Raghunath Bhattacharya. There are all these branches and sub branches of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tree. And they bear innumerable fruits. Just like a tree bears fruits. What is the fruit? Prema. They have got unlimited spiritual power. They inundated the world with Krishna Prema. So we cannot in a way it's very difficult. The author is telling very difficult for impossible for me to name their branches and sub branches. The next one is expansion of Lord Nityananda. Lord Nityananda also so many branches. Virabhadra Gosai, the great branch after Nityananda Mahaprabhu. After Nityananda left, there Virabhadra Gosai was there. Also there are so many other Gadadhar Das, Ram Das, Madhava Ghosh, so many Nityananda, Vasudev Ghosh. You know, we always sing Vasudev Gosho, the Gaura Arati. Vasudev Gosho is a Kirtanier. He's Murari also, Murari. He is also a Murari Gupta, also a Nityananda Mahaprabhu's branches. There are so many prominent devotee of Bengal also. Everything has been given these branches and sub branches. Sometimes we will then expansion of Advaita Acharya. Advaita Acharya also so many branches. His son called Achyutanand. After he left, Achyutanand is Advaita Acharya's son. He was very much from childhood fully surrendered to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So other son also, there's other son of Advaita Acharya also. Their branches entry, Gopal Mishra, Krishna Mishra, so many other sons. They also follower of same tree. There is an incident happened, so we will talk later. It's Kamalakant Vishwas, one of the Advaita Acharya follower. He sent a letter to King Prataparudra that Advaita Acharya is the incarnation of the Supreme Lord, but he has got some debt of 300 rupees. So immediately Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to know, he chastised. He told spiritual master must not depend on kings. Accepting wealth from a materialist to pollute our consciousness. This was one of the pastime. So key message of Advaita branch is that very loyal to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and faithful surrender to Gaura is real inheritance. Then Gadadhar Pandit also, he has got also so many branches. He has got also so many branches like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Advaita Acharya, like this. So whole idea of remembering their followers. Somebody may say that why we remember these followers? The author is saying that one frees from material entanglement, grant shelter at Mahaprabhu lotus feet. Because Chaitanya Sangi, they are not ordinary. All Narottam Das Thakur say, Chaitanya Sangi, all the associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they are Nitya Mukta. They are Nitya Mukta. They are not ordinary soul. So by remembering them, we will get shelter of the Mahaprabhu. So their whole idea of very obedience to the spiritual master, obedience to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaching. Then this is all about the 13th chapter, 12th chapter. The 12th chapter is finished. And now the 13th chapter is the advent of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I think we will speak the next session, advent of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what is the timeline, 48 years, when, how, everything is 24 hours, 24 year grahastha life, 24 year sannyas life, how when sannyas life, where he has traveled South India, Bengal, Vrindavan, all these things we will discuss. These are beautiful pastimes. We will discuss in a very fresh mood. So we can just recap our today's learning, all 12 chapter. So with recapping, so this is the thing we can recap. What we recap that this first Ādi-līlā, we have got 14 verses which explain the Mangalachan prayers. And these 14 verses is invocation prayer of the book. And Goswami explained these 14 verses in great detail with various scripture references in first 7 chapters. So this is the first 7 chapter. First thing is offering obeisances to 6 diversity and Guru, devotees, incarnations, his expansion, his energy. It is explained as Ādi-līlā, we have already discussed. Then objective of the book is Supreme Lord. We are establishing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a Supreme Lord. It is explained very elaborately in chapter 2, we have already covered. Third one is the external reason of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to give Prema Bhakti and inaugurate Sankirtan movement. So this is explained in chapter 3, we have already gone through. The primary reason or confidential reason of Gaurav Tattva is that his three internal reason already we have already discussed. He want to taste the Radha loves of Radha. He want to also taste his sweetness, why Radha is so attracted. Also, how much Radha is getting, how Radha is getting bliss, happy. So he want to taste three things. He has got three unfulfilled desire as a Krishna Lila. So he appear as Chaitanya Lila in the combined form of Radha Krishna. In the mood of Radharani, completion of Radharani, he came as to appear as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is chapter 4. Chapter 5, we discuss Nityananda Prabhu, how he expanded. Krishna expanded to Balaram, who is Nityananda, then Sankarsan, then from Sankarsan, Karandaka Vishnu or Mahavishnu, Garbhodaka Vishnu, Khirodaka Vishnu, Sesna. So this is 5th chapter. Advaita Acharya is in two roles. In 6th chapter, we have discussed that he is the incarnation of Mahavishnu. Also, he is the Acharya who propagated the devotion. So, 6th chapter of Advaita Acharya. Panchatattva also we have discussed how Lord has appeared in 5 features, as his Bhakta Roop devotees, as his expansion, as his incarnation, as a devotee and devotional energy. So, Panchatattva, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaurav. After this discussion, we have discussed about the Chaitanya tree. There are so many trees are there. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tree, Nityananda Mahaprabhu tree, Advaita Acharya tree, Gadadhar Pandit tree. In this way, Lord has so many branches, sub-branches, all are together to give the prema bhakti. The fruits is prema. So they want to distribute these fruits and taste. They taste themselves and distribute the fruits to everyone in the world without even any kind of discriminations. Freely. There's a difference. Freely. That's a difference between Krishna coming and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associate coming. And all their associates, they are all Nitya Mukta. They are not ordinary soul. They are from the spiritual world. So we should not take it ordinary. By remembering them also, one can get the shelter of the Lord. So we have covered this 12th chapter, and also one more chapter in between. What is the how in 7th chapter how the Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami got the mercy, got the benediction from Radha Madan Mohan. A garland fall down, and by insist of Vaishnava, all Vaishnava and Radha Madan Mohan, he started writing. He also told that how Nityananda Mahaprabhu sent him to Vrindavan, and Vrindavan he took shelter of this is Goswami, and by that time he was, by their mercy he started writing. So thank you very much. This is the overall of chapter 12 chapter of 12th chapter of Chaitanya Charitāmṛta Ādi-līlā. So we should at least know what is there. Later on we can go more and more deeper when I send the send these documents, because this document did not compromise any kind of philosophical thing. All the essential point is given. Sometimes even I have written this verses number, even Srimad Bhagavatam number, where the author is referring, so that you can you can have more idea. Those who are more advanced, they can understand the verses, reference from these verses by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. So thank you very much for attending. If you have any question, let me know. Any doubt, any concern, any correction, any comments? So let me see this one. Yes, we know the Krishna is most attractive. First on slide 48, it says that 10:10 Krishna gives intelligence to represent. What does it mean? Does he give intelligence from inside as a Paramatma? Very, very important question. It's a very important question. Think somebody has noticed it. So that is Krishnadas Kaviraj given the 10:10 verses where he was explaining about the Acharya. So Krishna says, "Tesam satata juktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami baddhi jugamta." So Krishna as a super soul, he gives. Also he gives as a through his representative Acharya. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami include these verses. That Krishna has two features. As a super soul, he motivates, he guides us, he gives us mercy, he enlightens us back to Godhead. also as a acharya, his representative. So that is the meaning of these two words. That is why it is written that he gives intelligence from inside as a Paramatma and outside as a representative. And the next verses also, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami quoted that 11:29:6, where Krishna is saying that Krishna or Uddhava is saying, you appear, Uddhava is saying to Krishna, you appear as, you guide us as a, internally as a Paramatma and externally as a Acharya. So we know Krishna is the most attractive, and like you said, he even attracts a lot of people. Why sometimes we are attracted to Krishna and other time we get more attracted to Maya, other time more attracted to life spirit, like our spiritual journey in case is up and down? Is it because foundation and the basics such as attentive chanting, reading, attentive listening in the class is not strong enough, not done properly? Could that mean also one is committing offense to? Yes, to both the reasons are said. Prabhupada gave an answer actually. Somebody asked the same question to Prabhupada. Prabhupada said that this kind of thing should be realizable when one is free from nibrita trishna, means Krishna. Trishna means hankering, the material hankering, material desires. As long as we have harbored in our heart some material desire, attachment to our boss, our office, our job, our money, our wife, our children, our stars, our icons, our so many things, we will not release it. We will not release it. We will be attracted by Maya. So this purification has to become through the process of bona fide hearing. Nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati neistiki. Our neistiki bhakti means nishta. No more, as you mentioned, sometimes we are in Maya. Actually, most of the time, as Prabhupada say, we are in Maya, sometime in Krishna. So why this happening? Because we are not hearing. Without hearing, nityam bhagavata sevaya nashta prayasu. Nashta means almost 75% Prabhupada say will be all this pendulum, all this anishta bhakti, that will be stopped when we have regularly hearing this Krishna Katha. By regularly hearing Krishna Katha, we will stop this. We become naistiki bhakti. Because all this kind of Maya is a representative person, and ignorance. Also goodness also Maya. So nashta prayas, so 75% will be stopped. Every day. Nityam bhagavata seva, not like one time, one day. No, every day. So this is the process that we are not properly. Therefore, Prabhupada says that Prabhupada has given one more Śrī Caitanya Charitāmṛta Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita daily. He made a program, temple program, where every day Bhagavatam, every day Bhagavad Gita. So this program has been meant for that. Devotee association, Prabhupada said in 19.152 CC Madhya purport, the first line, living in temple or living with devotee association means Shravanam Kirtanam. So without that, it will fail. It's like a watering. When you have seed has been given to us, Bhakti-lata bij, what is that called? Ei bhave brahmanda bhamite kono bhagyavana jiva. Guru Krishna Kripa Pava Bhakti-lata bij. We have got the seeds, but that seeds has to be watered. Watering process is Sarvanam Kirtanam. Prabhupada purport is actually watering process. Prabhupada books is watering process. Without watering process, it will dry up. How long we can go on Hari Bol, Hare Krishna? Prabhupada himself said, it will be dry up. It will dry up. No, after some time you get bored, Vigraha become Galagraha, is become burden. Vigraha become burden. Nobody wants to worship. Nobody wants to serve. Because we here, it will be always in fire. Ecstasy will come, enthusiasm come. Purification is come. Prabhupada says that nobody can give proper attention if one is not pure in mind. One cannot be pure in mind. One is not pure in action. One cannot be pure in action. If one is not pure in eating, sleeping, mating, defending. That is 1.3.44 purport. That means the purification is important. Purity is the force. That purity comes, Sunnatam Sokatha Krishna, Punya Sravana Kirtana, Hudantusnani Abhadrani, that hearing process. Particularly when you are a beginner, NY 8, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati say that Sravana dasa, then Varana dasa. First is hearing. So hear every day, then all these things will go away. Also, sometimes those who say that I am hearing, but still I am not advancing, and sometimes the offense comes into the picture. Then offense will obstruct us to advance. That is also there. But in a neophyte stage, when there is the things are there, most cases are not hearing properly. Offenses are less. No, people sometimes do the offenses without even knowing. They do not know what offenses. They are more in beginning stage. They are very careful not to offense. When you are, not to do a very major offenses. So offenses also there. There is no stronger obstruction in one's self-interest in thinking other subject matter to be more pleasing than one's self-realization. There are very, very good verses. Very nice. They recently quoted these verses. That is spoken Prithu Maharaj 422. 422, 31 also very nice verses. 422, 31, 32 both verses. So self-interest, we do not know self-interest. How to know the self-interest? To know the self-interest, we should approach a guru. Therefore, in the very beginning verses of Chaitanya Charitāmṛta, stressing on the Guru, Bande Gurum, Isha Bhaktam, Isha Bhakta Avatarakan, Tat Prakasat Tat Sakti. So why Bande Guru? Guru is very important. He will guide us. What is our self-realization? What is our self-interest? Nate Vidyu Sata Gatimi Vishnu. And how that self-interest can be achieved? Guru is again giving things. Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. How to do that? We will go to Ādi-līlā in maybe tomorrow. We can learn how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is speaking to Rupa Goswami, teaching to Rupa Goswami in Rasaswamedh Bhagat for 10 days. He is explaining that how we can understand what is our self-interest. What is our self-interest? Sanatana Goswami also is speaking. Rupa Goswami also is speaking. The Jivara Swarupe Nitya Krishna Dasa, and how to achieve that. What is the process? See, all these things has been given in Chaitanya Charitāmṛta teaching. So we should follow. So this is obstruction, means we do not know. Also the medicine we do not know. We are diseased, but we are not taking medicine. The medicine is Sota Manoramat, simply hearing process. Lend your ears. Today also I showed you the first verses, the Falashruti of Krishnadas Kaviraj says that simply by hearing you will get the love. Savanadi Sudhe Chitte Kariya Oika. Krishna Prema Sadhu Kabyanaya. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhu Kabyanaya. So Savanadi Sudhe Chitte, by hearing. Krishna also said 13:22, I think, that by simply hearing, even after you do not understand, because Chaitanya Charitāmṛta is very technical, still you will get the result. Go back. So this is the thing why we are lacking. We should only process with hearing. Sravana dasa. Start with Sravana dasa, then Bharana dasa, then you have to develop Smarana dasa. In this way, we can go on to Sampyati dasa. The last one is where you can achieve the perfection. First of all, Sravana, hearing process. Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu. Actually, a spiritual life begins with hearing process. When hearing is more and more hearing, it becomes very much attracted to hearing. Real hearing will come, where you have a taste for hearing. Then you can really chant. The chanting devotional, real bhakti begins after that. So there are so many verses on hearing. But before I wind up, let me I remember one verses from Nectar of Devotion by Rupa Goswami. I'll show you in that verses, then we'll wind up. Where is this one, folio? So here you see there are beautiful verses Rupa Goswami quoted in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. He quoted these beautiful verses. He said that person who desires pure devotional service to Lord Krishna should hear the narration of Lord Uttama Sloko. Glorious quality, the constant chanting of which destroy everything inauspicious. Devotee should engage in such listening in regular basis. As daily assembly should also continue his hearing throughout the day. See? And so-called devotee association without hearing is useless. This is Dhruva Maharaj is saying, Prabhupada is writing the purport. Prabhupada saying that A Mayavadi philosopher may question us. You may be very happy in the association of devotee, but what is your plan for crossing the ocean of material existence? Dhruva Maharaj's answer is that it is not very difficult. He clearly says that this ocean can be crossed very easily if one simply become mad to hear the glories of the Lord. Bhagavad Guna Katha. For anyone who persistently engage in hearing the topics of Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Chaitamrita, and who is actually addicted to this process, just one become addicted to intoxicant. It is very easy to cross the niche of material existence. See? So easy. So this is the process where we are lacking. We are not interested because we have this, we have no interest of hearing. Hearing is very important. So therefore we are not hearing regularly basis. Therefore mind are restless and it goes drifted. Either you are here Maya or here the rubbish things, two things. So therefore this is the only thing that lacking of devotee to drift from the Maya. When you hearing, there is no question of Maya will attack. That you taste it. That you can really taste yourself. That one is hearing regular basis throughout the day. Where is the question of Maya will come? Either hearing or speaking. You cannot drift. Your mind is always there. Oh, I have to go through Chaitanya Chaitamrita to read all the things. I have to know what is there in at least. So thank you very much. If you have any other question, otherwise you can stop here. We will continue maybe tomorrow because I want to finish this Śrī Madhya-līlā. I will today definitely I will send you this. Tomorrow I will send you this PDF file so that you can go through. You can know more and more. Tomorrow I will send. I have to add a little bit of verses here and there.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Please accept my Prabhu. No. Prabhu, like you have told that the Chaitanya trees is there, na Prabhu, Chaitanya and Nityananda and Advaita.
Yes.
It like yes, paramparas are there. Like it is different paramparas or it is only one parampara of Prabhu?
One parampara. There is no question of the loyalty to fidelity. There is a very word also used there. Fidelity to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All these branches and sub branches are meant to in line with the teaching of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Prabhupada says that Nityananda Vansha does not mean that a hereditary right. Nityananda Vansha means just like Nityananda Mahaprabhu risking to deliver Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, even being assaulted by them. So people, unless one has that mood of Nityananda Mahaprabhu, risking the life for preaching, that he cannot be accepted as a Nityananda Vansha. That mood has to be there. The mission, you should carry out the mission. Dare dekha tare ka Krishna Upadesh. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said everybody should carry out the mission. Unless one is not, he cannot claim as Advaita Acharya's Vansha, Nityananda Vansha. It's not a hereditary right. It's a Sikhya principle. One has to be aligned with the conclusion of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaching.
Its main goal is to the external and internal vision of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to take of the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Sorry, external and internal is different. The first question about your Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tree, right? Branches.
Yes, Prabhu. But I am asking that, Prabhu, like the three Vamshas is, Prabhu. The three Vamshas.
This is also external. This is also one of the external reason too, because he want to propagate the Sankirtan movement. Therefore, he is coming Sangha Pangasta Prasadam. See, he is Prasada. So all these associate devotees is coming to spread the Krishna consciousness movement. So this is his external reason of coming also. Correct. Your external reason is coming with associate so that he can propagate the Sankirtan movement. Right.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Hare Krishna.
Very much. Thank you everybody for writing, for attending. I will definitely tomorrow I will send this complete Ādi-līlā things, so you can go through. It's very simplified way, so that you can understand at least overall things. And you want to go deeper, you can also go deeper into the verses and all to know the things. So it has got 11,555 verses, vast. So to cover it is difficult, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one of the verses in Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami say, always present it concisely. That is real eloquence. As much as concise we can present to have an understanding of the flow. Thank you very much. So we'll see you tomorrow or day after tomorrow for the rest of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Ādi-līlā, Madhya-līlā and Antya-līlā. We will do it until Tuesday, March 2nd. March 3rd is Gaura Purnima. We will try to finish. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. All good, positive. All good. Jai Shri Caitanya Chaitamrita ki jai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Bol. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you very much.
Ananda
Thank you.
Kabir.
Thank you, Baba.